Hey everybody, AstartesGaming here, back with part 3 of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play. Last time around we left off with a sort of like a training mission up over in the tents here that netted us quite a bit of renown and also got us a couple promotions. And so before we move out from camp, I'd like to spend some of this renown because we've got a whole lot of it at 35. So let's see who we can upgrade. Obviously we've got some injuries, actually just gun off, but... let's see. 4-4. You guys are already at 5. What's Nid at? Nid's at 3. Let's get her to 4. We'll promote her. Perfect. Are you sure you want... yeah, I'm sure. Do we want linkage? Do we want strength? Definitely some strength because she is an archer. I think linkage is a good idea as well. But willpower, I'd like to get like those both up 1. But then this is her most important skill as well as this. So I think we'll take these first and then I can focus on maybe her willpower and getting her that last armor point. And then from there we can just pump strength and willpower. Okay, so let's go back and see who else is ready for an upgrade. You guys are already level 5. You guys are level 4. I wish Gunolf had a promotion. Because Warhawks are really good, but rank 3 means he's kind of behind the curve. Yeah, I'd love to get his... not so much... Warhawks you don't really use for armor break. They're the guys that take advantage of the armor breaks and kill people. But his linkage and his willpower need a lot of work. His strength I'd also like to max out. And obviously the more armor the better for anybody. Maybe Eggle. Let's see. More armor for him because he is a tank basically. And then maybe some more armor break as well. Sure. Ooh, that cost me a lot there. We'll go 14 here and then another 3, or sorry, another 1 there. And that means he'll be able to bust 3 armor without any willpower spent. And he'll be a little bit more tanky. So I'd like to continue to make him better at busting armor, but also get him up to that full 16 here. I don't honestly care if he ever goes past 10 strength, because that's not what he's there for. But willpower would be good, and then these 2 are very important for him, as well as this, obviously. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on. I can't really afford to spend any more renown, just in case. So let's go ahead and leave. And back we are on the road, or more accurately, the river. Let's see. So we got 28 food there. You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's all this about, you ask Oddleif. The clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now, she says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. Well, that really helps, because then I don't have to spend renown on supplies. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. That's very true. And that's why we can't invest too much into turning everybody into fighters. We might want to convert over a couple. Like, maybe get this number over 300, but I don't want to go too high. A desperate-looking lot of adults in Varl stand on the shoreline waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? Let's slow the boats and ask their needs. If we have to fight them, we have to fight them, but I mean, they're desperate looking, so I don't know that they're really in any condition to fight us. The basics, the Varl says: food, safety. Trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. Come aboard, you'll have food and safety. Everyone carefully files onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name and his appreciation. Morale improved, okay. Plus 12 clansmen. Plus 12 fighters, even more. report. And another Varl. It did cost me some... Wait, my morale went up and down? That's interesting. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape in what looks like fur or hair in the net. Huh. I don't know what to make of this. What do we do? What do we do? Let's fire an arrow into it. Your arrow finds its mark just before the net breaks the water. Those around applaud your quick thinking. Whatever's in that net won't have much of a fight left in it, says a man beside you. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net, long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of the ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. That's not good. I probably should have just had him drop the net. What do we got here? Maybe we should camp briefly. I want to know what that is. Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. I don't want to single anybody out. And I don't feel like Alette would do that either. So, I'm trying to stay in her mindset as best I can. Because this isn't me, this is her, you know? So, let's just remind everybody that, you know, tensions might be high, but this will end. We're all making sacrifices, you say loud enough for everyone to hear, but it won't be forever. You hear some grumbling, but the members of the caravan mostly nod their agreement. Morale improved, awesome. But did it improve enough? No, not quite. Let's camp briefly. Because our morale's going down. And... oh, Hakon wants to speak. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivar catches your eye and waves you over. So they've all armed themselves and are running from something, but what? Hakon's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too, we might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what they say. What happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. It's pretty scary. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivar's never said much about the past. Oh? Ivar says nothing, just holds Hakon's stare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. Huh. Has anyone ever talked to the dredge? Both Varl look at each other. There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a dredge voice making your skin fall off. So there's been no communication with the enemy. Is that normal? We're too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling sounds. I guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Valka, but good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. Well, Juno says there's darkness coming. But what Valkas say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy. Still, it might explain why the dredge are everywhere. Like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first. It's very possible. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. Well, we did see, if you're familiar with the first game, we did see the giant serpent. And I imagine that had something to do with why the dredge are heading south. Maybe the serpent hit them first and destroyed everything that they had, and so they had no choice but to flee. But obviously the serpent isn't too far off, so I don't know that fleeing here really helps them. If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent, then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. I don't know that they have that ability, but okay. Well, I'll leave you two to figure out the big issues. You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. I say if it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. I'm bothered more by your decision to destroy Irontoft's bridge. Let it go, Hakon. It was the best decision at the time. To collapse a bridge that cost thousands of Varl lives to build? If it weren't for your damn horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. The two giants begin trading insults and you step away, letting them vent. Okay, so... we should probably rest a bit. We have 8 more days worth of supplies, so hopefully we have a chance to restock fairly soon. Or maybe we can get some foraging. Can I afford to wait any longer? I don't know. We're just gonna have to roll out with normal morale, I guess. I was hoping that would get us back to high. Alright, well here we go. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you and he slowly shakes his head. You want me to turn my back on them? It's not that, Ivor says. It's just that if you try for too much, sometimes you're worse off than not trying at all. Well, we'll help as many as we can. When the ships land, you and a few others rush toward the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, Bulwark growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. The Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Alright, well let's take his word. We'll push on. The barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, Oddlife says. Some kind of trick? I don't know. It sure feels like a trap. Maybe the fire traps someone else. While everyone looks for buckets and water, some of the Varl carry a full yak's trough to douse the barn. Sorry, trough. The door and front wall are soon smoking charred remains, easily kicked open. Unfortunately, there's nothing of note inside. You slowly trudge back to the ships and find Rugga pacing. We were ambushed by some bandits while you were away, he says. They took off in a ship with supplies, so it'll be even more crowded now. Makes me think we shouldn't be helping anyone but ourselves from now on. Others voice their agreement. Great, so we lost the ship. And supplies. I feel like there's just no right answer here. Oh good, we got some food. I feel like if I didn't investigate it, we would have found out that there was people there or something. I feel like the developers would do that. Like, no matter which answer you pick, something bad happens. A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods, the Varl's whispers. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. Huh. Well, let's keep an eye on it and see what it does. The grunt runs away. You silently follow, but stop when you discover a clearing with a few small animal bones laying about. Meager meals for one. Near the bones stands a tiny statue of a dragon, and terror courses down your spine. You want to get away from it. Huh. Oh man, what do I do? A statue of a dragon. Let's fight our fear and take it. Each step towards the statue adds to your doubt until your hands wrap around it. You realize you've been holding your breath and sigh with relief. The Gormer statue. Back on the ship, the clansmen discuss your whole experience along with all the nuts they collected. Smiles appear on most faces. So at least everybody had a decent time there and we got some food out of it. Oh, a lot of food out of it. Wow.
Carved rock on a vacant island. Azalai's godstone almost looks lonely.
A little bit of voice acting there. I actually really enjoyed the voice acting in this game. I wish there was more of it. She's even more beautiful than the songs say. That is a cool statue. I really do like all the godstones in this game. They're very, very cool. The designs are really, really interesting, and just the scale of them compared to like the people is pretty incredible. The clansmen in the Varl admiring the godstone when he noticed some are missing. Its bulwark and his ravens, Aleo says. They looked rather upset by my music and all this singing. He shrugs. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally. But come closer. Let me introduce you to Aslay, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling on familiar lands. The Skald runs a finger over the small etchings in the stone, inscriptions from all those who were lost but found a way back home with her help. Well, let's see if there's anything of value around the stone. You spend a fair amount of time looking at all the baubles left by other visitors, but nothing strikes you as valuable. Oh well. As you return to the pitch camp, Aleo pulls you aside. We all have our strengths, and mine is in stories that may very well benefit us all in these troubled times, he says. They're at least worth a listen. He doesn't sound upset. It's a simple request. Okay, well, we'll give your stories a chance. So we got 5 renown there, which is nice. Number of clansmen, fighters shown here. Like I said, I'd like to get that number over 300, so let's go to training. And, well, come on, let's have a look at you. We already talked to him. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. Teaching fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. Sure you want to go through with this? Well, we need the protection. 50 should be enough to give us an edge. Aye, Sven says, and leave most of the others with their families where they belong. He starts calling a few forward and turns to you. Got food for the day of training? Sure. Consider it done. Sven whistles through his missing teeth. Yeah, he's missing quite a few of them. So our morale's up. Clansmen are down slightly, but our fighters are up. And I'm a little bit more comfortable with that number, I think. So, let's go ahead and head out. Actually, before we do that, let's take a look at what this stone was. I should probably equip these to some of our characters. Lightning runestone. I don't want to promote you right now. Was it this? No. What does this do? It draws aggro. I don't think I want her to have that. +1 move, 10% dodge. Ah, here we go. Wow, I have a lot of items. There it is. The slightest glimpse of this ruined dragon statue keeps most at bay. Knockback on strength attacks of 3, +2 will per kill, +1 strength. We should give that to somebody. That's actually a really good item. +3 strength, that's also really good. +1 armor per turn. +2 armor on rest. It's not really going to help me. That might be a decent one for her. Don't want her to draw aggro. +15 dodge. What's this do? 10% chance to have double strength damage. And then Alet's bracelet. +1 armor, strength, and willpower. Well, it is hers. Let's give it to her. That's actually a pretty decent item, too. So, I don't know who I want to give the rest of this stuff to. We'll figure it out. We'll kind of equip and unequip as needed. Alright, so let's be on our way. And, oh, what's going on here? It just kind of, like, ends rather abruptly. Shouts from one of the rear longships grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all other ships almost at capacity, you consider your options. Let's ask the shipwrights for advice. We'll need her out of the water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. Oh, that sucks. And we didn't lose too many. We did lose a Varl, though. And some morale, which is more important. Morale went down again. The air. There's something changing. The music's changing too, which makes me a little bit worried. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall! Shouts the sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. That's not good. That's not good at all. The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. All the clansmen you picked up keep the ships from being nimble, but only two fall to the power of the overwhelming current. Still, the screams of the families, fighters, and Varl are difficult to move past. Oh, we lost 8 Varl. Crap. The remaining ship's rowers pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessels smash against sharp, split rocks as they push toward the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in mud under the weight of their armor. God, this is so bad. The longships are too spread out to command a unified landing. Amid the chaos, you look at those nearby. Gris, a stout Varl warrior, and a few others like him look ready to rush the dredge. Bulwark and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. You consider your options. Let's see. Oddleif, can you help keep the dredge off of us? I'll do what I can, she says, grabbing a couple more quivers. Oddleif nimbly climbs some rocks for vantage point. Using the cover, she begins pinning down dredge. Alright, so we've got a fight on our hands. We'll do a let last. No. I guess it won't let me do that. Okay. Who do we want to bring? Hakon, Ivor. Let's bring Moger. We'll bring 3 Varl. We'll bring Egil. And then I don't remember if Eric was any good. Huh. He looks like Rook, so maybe I should level him up now that we don't have Rook. Let's... God, I don't know. This is tough. This is very tough. Gris isn't very high level, so let's maybe bring him instead of Ivor. What's he? A strong arm. You're a war master. You're a shield master. And then I guess we'll bring Nid and Alette. And then let's make sure everybody's got an item. Dodge, aggro, movement. What else do we have? Armor on rest. Yeah, let's give him that. You are a shield master. You got a ton of armor. Let's give you that aggro. And then Gris. What are we going to give Gris? We could give him some dodge. I don't think dodge is going to do him very well because he's so big. +3 strength. +1 armor per turn. Huh. I don't know. Let's just give him the Volca thread for now. Oh, he can't use it. Okay. In that case, we'll give it to Moger. We'll swap these. Because he can use that, and then he can use... Where did it go? No, don't do that. He can use this. And, like, it's everybody but Hakon and Nid. What can I give you? Movement and dodge, that's not bad. Sure. And then Hakon, I'll give you that +3. Yeah. That's perfect. Okay. Alright, that'll work. I'll cover you from here, but don't expect any miracles. So she's gonna shoot up into the air. Oh, she's dropping traps. Okay. Let's get everybody on one side. I think that's probably the smartest way to go about this, because deploying over there might get me into trouble. And I'll swap them, I suppose. Get like a shield wall going on here. And then I'll put the archers like right up there. Let them start taking shots immediately. Let's see. I'm gonna have them wait. I want them to come to me. Yeah, we'll wait. There we go. So they're finally starting to move. That's what I want right there. Why don't you start dealing with his armor? Oh, he's out of range, really? Her range kind of sucks. Like, Nid is a lot better. Let's move you there. I think that'll give you... Wow, still no shot? Well, I can be done about that, I suppose. Okay, you can actually do something here. 5 armor before he even closes. I'll take it. She's almost out of willpower, though, so I do need to be kind of careful. Alright, now we have to start moving. Yeah, I mean, I gotta move him, so we'll go there. And I can deal with him outright. Hang on, before I do that. Sundering Impact, what's that gonna do? Let's see what this does. 13, and it hit everybody else. Okay. Oh, nice. The Skulker there got hit. How do I want to handle this? I think I'll move to there. And battering ram, what's this do? Knockback? Is that a good idea? Yes. No. No. Let's see, I can do 8, 10. Let's go for that. Oh, wow. You got a crit there. That was a big crit, too. That did like 5 extra damage. Is he gonna go invisible? Of course he is. He might get blown up by that thing, though. You're pinned, which sucks. So you're gonna have to wait. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't very smart about that. That's the one issue with the Varl, is they are difficult to... No, you have to attack him, okay. That's fine. Kill. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, nice, you gotta deflect. Yeah, his armor's really high, so they're not gonna be able to hurt him. Can you, like, one-shot him? It'd be great if you could. Oh, she's too close. 4, do 7. Well, it's not really worth wasting the willpower then. Either way, it's gonna take 2 shots, so we won't bother. Okay, big guy's moving up. Let's see, Nid, why don't you finish him, because he's kind of a threat back here. Unfortunately, Mogur's gonna be stuck again. I'd love to fight him, but I think dealing with this guy is probably more important, because he can cause us some trouble. Obviously everybody can, but he's the only ranged character they have on the field right now. Oh, if I move him, Mogre can move, that's That's good. So we'll get you up here. And I'm going to attack you for some armor damage, I guess. Where's that one going to go? They're going to close with me. Ooh, that was a lot of strength damage right there. Let's get you to here. And you can do... Oh, perfect. You can kill him. Ooh, promotion too. Yikes, this guy's getting beat up. I don't know where to send you, to be honest. Let's just get you up here for now. And let's let... Wait, can I hit them right now? No. Okay, I was saying if I move there, I can't. We'll go here. It's gonna cost me a lot of willpower though. Four. Or she can bust some armor on the big guy. Yeah, that helps a lot actually. Oh, and I did a little bit of armor break on the neighboring guys as well. He continues to get beat up. Let's get you up here. And you can't finish him. But we can bust some more armor on this guy. That's all her willpower though. We'll probably give her some of this. He's down. Let's see, we're actually in right here. I'll just move there and fight this guy, I guess. 100% to hit. Strength damage, +1. Try it. I still know exactly what this does. Yikes. The guy knows how to bust armor. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, finish him. Looks like we've almost got them dealt with. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, she got a deflect, nice. But yeah, that's bad. We gotta handle that. Let's see if you attack. Oh, you can't attack on diagonals, right? I need to get him up here, I guess. I'm gonna let them handle that. And let's see. Why don't you do some actual damage here? And it's gonna make him hit a little bit softer. Oh, and we got the trap sprung on him too. Why don't you move up to there? And finish him off. Let's see, he's gonna whack you good. Just a little bit of armor damage. Do 4 health there. And then we'll move and have her deal with him next turn. Oh, and he's pressing a trap. This guy? But I kind of need to finish him. I do 2. Oh, he's out. Let's do 5. Actually, let's get rid of some of that armor first. Make everybody else's job a little bit easier. Yikes. Bring the pain on him, I guess. That's pretty good for busting armor. Let's see. Oh, he actually managed to hit there. Sure. Let's see. We've pretty much got this one in the bag. What's he gonna do? 1 armor damage. It's not a big deal. I need you to move and finish that guy off. Here we go. And pillage the game. Oh man. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and finish him? And that's it. Sweet. noted. Mogre as well. And how much renown did we get for that? 20. Wow, that's quite a bit. Hakon works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to you. We lost some good Varl on those ships. Humans too, but you saved more of those along the way. Maybe too many. You look at Hakon with disbelief. Not saying I would have done things different, but some of those ships were too weighed down. As far as we know, this group is all that's left of my kind. Each Varl death is one step closer to being wiped out. For a moment, the Varl King looks more vulnerable than you have ever seen him before. Hakon squints into the distance. Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. Any chance of fighting through them? No, not even before the losses we just took. Best we can do is become a wall if they get tired of punching. Gino and Avon approach. There may be a way out of this situation. A gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Gods, it's bad when a Valka option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. Juno gives Avon a look. So what's your idea? Avon sighs. With Juno's help, I think I can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy. For me or the caravan. I need to help Avon and calm these people so they are ready to march when he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of Dredge at all costs. If they... The sound of a warhorn cuts her off, and everyone turns to look. The Dredge assault begins. Alette, Hakon, you know what to do. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and stop right here because we are very, very much out of time, and we'll pick back up right here where we left off next time. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for part 4 of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play.